Yo, Smurfsno, I'm behind the camera and look, it's not a Star Trek model, it's a Transformer. You remember them? Robots in disguise, yeah. Now, let me remove the test subject. Laserbeak from the Dark of the Moon. I like Laserbeak because although he's not poseable and hardly poseable at all, he's at the same time really poseable because his neck and his face, and it's just he can go down here, so he can be all kind of mean and moody, and he can be up here and all sort of quizzical and turn his head slightly and what's going on there. But this is what he looks like. He looks like a fucking shitty toy. Really, it kind of represents the colours that were used in the movie, but at the same time it doesn't represent the colours that were used in the movie at all. It's quite poor. So it's all grey. It's all whack, man. So giving myself a little bit more light on the subject, I painted one black. And I'm a bad little boy because I've left just a tiny little bit of red inside his tongue, which I'm going to have to paint at some point anyway. I'm probably going to try and pop his head off the ball joint. But I've kind of glued this one up a little bit so he doesn't constantly fall over. But I've knocked the camera over, which I think I need a better. I've really got to buy a better bloody tripod because this isn't working. So I've sprayed him black. This is Humbrol. Silk black. It's satin black. This is Humbrol satin black. Okay, and on the legs under here, you can see it's got a sort of bronzy hue to it. So I took some Citadel. Oh fucking! I'm fucking caught on everything. It's pissing me off. See, I'm doing arty stuff still. I've gone all arty. Tin Bits by Games Workshop. So I took some tin bits and I dry brushed the holy crap out of it, and it gives you on a black surface. It's kind of pearlescent because it makes it look old and rusted, and not rusted but worn, like it's been through, you know, the sands of time. So yes, it gives it a very nice finish. Now I did this. It's all up the neck and stuff. So what have I done? Yeah, so under here, look, under here you can see, catches off the light. It doesn't look anywhere near that good in actual sort of real life, if that makes sense, but you can see that's got a lovely, and I've stabbed at the brush. I've sort of stabbed at it quite a lot as opposed to sort of really being careful with it, just because if I get up close, look, it's got this really nice sort of brushed, scratched, weathered feel, which I like. It's good. And then on the top side, what I've done is I've taken bolt gun metal, and on one, it's one of the stubby brushes. It's a proper. It's a where are we? Citadel dry brushing brush, which would probably work if I do that and I do that. Medium dry brush, there we go. See, lovely camera, gets up close. But then put silver over the top. And again, I've been quite beastly with the silver. I've really scratched at it and chopped in quite a lot rather than just let the bristles flow over. On the turbines here, I've really I've almost painted it in places to drag the paint along, so you can sort of see here it's got this sort of where once it was nice, and then the rest of it around there is all weathered, and I really like that. I mean, the only way I can say how I do this is just that sort of the arty-farty side of me has always been around, so I just have a feeling of when it's right to stab into the paint and when it's right to hold back. I guess if you get these things, then you probably do art already, but that's what I've done so far. I've got to finish the rest of him tonight, just sit there. Back's killing me from leaning over this bloody bench all night, but so yeah, that's Laserbeak at the moment. I haven't done the head yet. The tail's looking quite nice. The spines are looking quite nice. His back looks quite nice. Look, But I need to repaint the inside of the wings here because I missed with the spray can. This was just an experiment. I didn't kind of know how well it was going to go, but actually it's turned out pretty nice. And what I'm going to do with my lovely airbrush that I've now got is probably load my airbrush up with some red paint so it literally barely paints, so there's almost nothing coming out. And then I'm going to go along all the leading edges of the wings up here, and maybe even mask some stuff off and put paper underneath it, so you just get the red creeping in with the feathers, and then dry brush it just so lightly it's almost not even worth doing. So all the leading edges of the feathers here and here and here and here and so on have all got a bit of red on them, just to give it a bit of a hue as opposed to really make it too obvious like the crappy toy. So this has been Laserbeak saying squawk, saying wang, deep wang, master says I have to suicide you. Painting is fun.